Hello everyone! Amusement parks are great. You can go there with your friends or family and have a really good time. You can go ride a roller coaster or try something even crazier. But it's still pretty easy to get into an awkward situation even in a place where everyone around is having fun. We're gonna be looking at some of these moments today. Buckle up and let's roll!
No.
When a tide is coming, you never know how big it will be. This kid wasn't expecting that, so he left the park wet and disappointed. I don't know, to me it looks fun. Before going on an extreme ride, make sure your phone won't fall out of your pocket. Or better yet, leave it with your friends on the ground. I don't think such a scream could really scare anyone by itself, but it can even make a grown-up run like hell when it's unexpected. Some of the activities in amusement parks are aimed at testing your sense of balance, and here's one of them. You gotta walk the rope and try not to fall in the water. And it's not that hard to pull off, unless you have a really vicious friend. And here's a famous Jurassic Park-themed location in LA. It attracts a lot of visitors who just want to see the dinosaurs or maybe even get really close to them. But I should warn you, it might get intense. This girl just couldn't take it. And she's not alone, because this thing looks like it's alive and real. Being scared to death by Mickey Mouse, however, is a completely different thing. I doubt the kid could expect that. I don't think you ever saw a more sincere reaction than this. And she's not even making a sound, but all her emotions are written all over her face. Eating well is very important. Even when you're free-falling from a giant tower, you can still enjoy the food. But of course, it's safer to do it before the ride. So a bunch of boys decided to prove to their girls how tough they are by riding this swinging monster. But judging by this piercing scream, they're not that tough at all. After being through something like this guy won't be impressed by 3D movies all that much. Your own personal water slide in the backyard, isn't it a dream come true? But you need to get all the dimensions right, because otherwise, this happens. And here's a pretty tough challenge. Who spills less water wins. Keep in mind that it's just impossible not to spill anything on a ride like this. So who do you think has won in this one? It seemed like this girl had found a way to tame the bull, but then it started spinning and threw her off the saddle. Well, it's tough to be a cowboy. VR is taking over the world, and it's gotten shockingly immersive over the recent years. This girl was so impressed by the ride itself, but then her husband lifted her up, which just scared the life out of her. What a prank genius! What should you do in a situation when you find a cool-looking ride in a park, but it's out of order? Of course, you need to get a bunch of big, tough guys to swing it for you. And here's a crazy water slide in Orlando, which can even make a tough man squeal like a little girl. Turns out that this ride is not only for kids. These guys managed to spin the duck so hard that it slid off the platform, which shocked everyone around. Wouldn't you be surprised to see a giant duck with a pair of laughing teens in it sliding in your direction? When they told you it would be a fun ride, but you end up sitting there solving your Rubik's Cube all the way through. This guy got nerves of steel. This guy looked so happy that even a random pigeon decided to hug him. The collision did not spoil his mood, and he went on enjoying the ride. Why would anyone want to go to a water park in a wig? Are swim caps a joke to you? And here's the kind of moment when everything was supposed to look super cool, but ended with a fail. This kid looks so bored, like if he's been swinging there for hours already. Here's what it looks like when you pull an all-nighter and your friends are taking you with them to an amusement park the next day. Thumbs up if you know that feel. When you know you're about to get really scared, you can just close your eyes, but you shouldn't go slapping stuff around you. This just won't help. And here's another kid passing out on a ride. He must be really tired or something. Imagine how surprised he will be when he wakes up.
Oh, look at that beach body! Ah, yeah! Oh, look at that view!
The guy on the left had not expected his friend to react so emotionally to this ride. Having a friend like this makes everything in your life a bit more fun. This one looks like a giant frying pan with people in it, which the cook is constantly flipping. Just look at this, it's just impossible to keep your feet. These girls tried, but failed. If you know you're too sensitive, this ride is not for you. This girl, for example, screamed so hard and got so scared that she passed off several times during the ride. This one proves that for a grown man, there's no way back to being a little kid again. Yeah, life's brutal. This man seems totally unimpressed by the ride. He's completely indifferent to the speed and the screaming people behind. He's just filming his poker face all the way through the ride. What a perfect illustration of the word unimpressionable. When you take your girlfriend on a scary ride, you might end up screaming in fear, while she might actually be having fun. This guy looks like he's having the worst time of his life. And the most extreme part of the ride has not even started yet. Okay, that's all for today. If you got some stories from amusement parks, just share them in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and also hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.